Video, what we are going to do is we are actually going to create we are actually going to see how we can get the email and the password from the login page, and then we can actually use those values to log in, and similarly for the register page. Okay, so let's actually go to the login, and if we go to this part, so that is the UI part of it. This is the part where things actually becoming interesting. So over here, first thing what we'll do is we'll say name, and this is login. Yeah, so we'll say name is login. So this is a view, and the name of that is login. Next is we actually want the data. So the data is not defined as this over here, since this is actually a view, which is basically a component. So for the components, we actually have to create an or initialize a value. So we say data is this, and for that data we basically will return some value. So we'll return, and we want, so this is the email and the password, so we want two values, which is called email which is blank right now, and then there is a password which is also blank right now. Okay, so we have two of these values, which is the data. Now what we want is for this email, we actually want, this is also named as example email, so I'll call this email, and I'll call the ID of this as password. Okay, now what I want is I want the value in here to basically be passed on to the values over here. So for that we have to do the data binding. So data binding, how we do it is we say v-model is equal to email, which what this is saying is that whatever is the value over here, that'll be passed on to this. Okay, we'll do the same thing for our password. So we'll say v-model is equal to password. Okay, that is perfectly fine. And then what we'll do is we'll have some methods. So we'll say methods, and the methods is also a different types of methods. So we'll call a method called login, and this is a function. Okay, all we'll do is we'll just say console.log, and we'll say email is plus this dot email. Why this dot email? Because we are initializing this data, so we want this value. So we'll say this is my email, and then we'll say this dot password. Okay, so both these things look good, and format the document. Let's actually go to our page over here for the login page, and then we'll try to enter some random values, and then say okay. It's saying that that is not good. So what we'll do is we'll say sheesh@test.com, and whatever, and then we will actually have, we want to see what the values come from here. So log in over here. This is actually not showing things, so we will go back and see why that is happening. Type is equal to submit. Actually, let's just remove the type is equal to submit from here. So we'll save this, and we'll just add some values and click OK. This is still not doing it, like it's actually going away. So I will have to figure that part out. But let's actually go to the register, and let's do the same things for the register page also. So for the register, we need few other things. So we need, one is the email. So we'll say v-model is equal to email, and then the password is there. So probably do it like this, and then we'll say v-model is equal to password, and then over here we'll say v-model is equal to re-enter password, and we want the similar things for the for this part. So over here we'll say name is register, and data will be return, and we will return, so we need 3 values over here, which is email, which is a blank, and then password, which is also a blank, and then re-enter password, which is also a blank. Okay, and then what we'll have is we'll actually have a methods. So our methods would be register, which is a function, and then we will actually just do console.write, console.log, and then we will log, and we'll say that this is email is plus email. Okay, I think that should be okay for now. It's showing me some error, so let's actually go and see where that error is. Email is not defined. So register.view, line number 60 and 37. Register.view, line number v-model is email. Oh, this dot email, sorry. Okay, save that, and then we'll say format the document and save, and that should fix this problem. Okay, so that is it. We'll actually come back in the next video and figure out how we can actually fix this full name and the password and re-enter and see if both of these are the same, and then how to actually register a user. Okay, thank you.